Chosen ones, stop scrolling. Pause your day. Because what you're about to hear isn't just another video. It's the final trumpet blast from heaven itself. You didn't stumble here by chance. Every click, every scroll, every second of your life has been converging to this very moment. This is your last divine assignment, written into your timeline before you ever took your first breath. Welcome, beloved. If you're here right now, know this: you are not here by accident. God Himself orchestrated this encounter, every detail hand-tailored in the throne room of heaven. This message isn't casual content. It's a calling, a sacred summons delivered with holy urgency. Imagine a trumpet echoing through eternity, waking your spirit, reminding you of the one final responsibility you must fulfill before your final breath. Heaven has sealed this moment with divine ink. It's been etched into your destiny long before your birth. And today, the clock is ticking. So lean in close. Let your heart slow, your mind still, and your soul awaken to what heaven demands right now. If this resonates deep within you, declare it below by commenting, "Thank you, God." And if you haven't yet, subscribe now so you never miss another divine revelation destined to change everything. Are you ready to step into your purpose? Then let's begin. Number 1. You were sent, not just born. Let me tell you something powerful. You are not a coincidence. You were launched from eternity, not just born into the world, but sent on assignment. Before your parents ever met, before you even took your first breath, heaven had already written your purpose. You didn't arrive just to survive. You were sent to shake the atmosphere. There is a reason you've always felt different, like you never quite fit in. That tug in your spirit, that sense that there's more to your life than what's around you. That's the echo of the divine plan pulling you toward your mission. You didn't just show up, you were deployed. And when God sends someone, He equips them. You carry a purpose that is older than your problems, older than your pain, older than you. Think of yourself not as someone who's merely living, but as someone commissioned by heaven. You are a messenger, a vessel, a warrior wrapped in human skin. Every challenge you've faced hasn't been random. It's been part of your training. God has been preparing you, shaping you, and now He's calling you to remember why you were sent in the first place. This isn't about religion. It's about recognition, realizing who you are and why you're here. You're not lost. You're on a divine path. And this moment right now, it's part of your awakening. Heaven is pulling back the curtain so you can step fully into who you were always meant to be. Number 2, your life is a sacred assignment. You are not just living a life. You are walking out a sacred assignment. You are a vessel, chosen to carry something heavenly, something urgent, into a world that's often too busy to notice what matters. There's a reason your heart breaks for things others ignore. There's a reason you feel things so deeply. It's because what you carry isn't from here. It's from there. Heaven didn't send you here to be popular. You weren't placed on this earth to chase approval, applause, or likes. God isn't looking at your followers. He's looking at your faithfulness. The world may chase fame and fortune, but heaven rewards obedience. The quiet, steady yes to God, even when no one else sees it, especially when no one else sees it. Think about this. Some of the greatest assignments look small to the world, but they shake heaven. A kind word when someone's breaking. A prayer whispered in secret. Walking away from what's wrong, even when it costs you. That's the kind of obedience heaven celebrates. not because it's flashy, but because it's faithful. Your life may not look like much to others, but in the spirit, it's a mission in motion. You're not just trying to make it through another day. You are moving under orders, even if you don't see the full map yet. Trust this. The one who sent you hasn't forgotten you. He's watching, guiding, and counting every faithful step. Number 3, the final responsibility. Release what's inside you. You were never meant to carry your calling to the grave. You are not here to hoard potential. You are here to release purpose. What God placed inside you was never meant to be hidden. It was meant to be shared, spoken, written, lived. That idea that won't leave you. That story you survived. That burden you feel to speak, create, or encourage. That is your assignment trying to be born. For some of you, it's a book that's waiting to be written. For others, it's a testimony you've kept quiet about, a story someone else is dying to hear. Maybe it's a prayer God keeps placing on your heart, or a message He's asking you to share. Even if your voice shakes, don't underestimate it. The purpose in you is not small just because it's quiet. Heaven sees it clearly, and someone else is waiting on the other side of your obedience. But let me be honest. Burying what God gave you isn't being humble. It's spiritual disobedience. When you silence your assignment, you delay someone else's breakthrough. When you hold back out of fear, comfort, or doubt, you are closing a door heaven meant to open. Remember the parable of the talents. It wasn't the one who tried and failed that was rebuked. It was the one who hid what they were given. This is your time to release it. Start small, speak up, write the page, share the word, pray the prayer. Whatever it is, release what's inside you, because it wasn't given to you for your sake alone. It was given to you so it could flow through you, change lives, and glorify the one who sent you. Number 4, time is not infinite. Obey now. You do not have forever. Let that sink in. Time is not your enemy, but it is your responsibility. You are not in the warm-up anymore. You are in the final lap, and the baton is in your hand. Heaven is watching. The crowd of witnesses is standing, and the God is whispering deep within you. This is your last lap. Finish strong. There's a reason you feel the urgency. It's not pressure, it's purpose. It's heaven reminding you that your days are sacred, and they are numbered. Every moment you delay is a moment you can never get back. That idea, that step of obedience, that word God gave you, it's not for later. It's for now. Imagine standing before God one day with your hands full of everything you never released, the book you never wrote, the encouragement you never gave, the lives you were supposed to touch, but didn't because you thought you had more time. That's not condemnation. It's a wake-up call. The time is now. Don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait until it's perfect. Don't wait until people approve. If God said it's time, it's time. Run your race, carry the baton, release the purpose. You've come too far to slow down now. Finish strong, because eternity is watching, and your assignment still matters. Number 5, no one is disqualified if they return. Maybe you're watching this with a heavy heart, feeling like you've missed your chance. You walked away. You got distracted. You feel like you've failed God. But hear this clearly. You are not disqualified. The enemy wants you to believe it's too late, that you've messed up too bad. But God already saw this chapter before you were even born, and He still chose you. Your flaws don't cancel your calling. They're not a surprise to heaven. They're already accounted for. The same God who called you, also built in your return. He's not looking for perfect vessels, he's looking for surrendered ones. Broken, bruised, and honest. If you'll bring your heart back to him, even now, he will do it. He will restore. He will redeem. He will breathe life back into dry places. Think of the prodigal son. He didn't lose his identity when he left. He was still a son, and the moment he turned back, the Father ran to him. That's how heaven sees you. Not as a failure, but as family. You don't need to earn your way back. You just need to return. So if you've drifted, if you've fallen, this is your moment. Come back. Not to religion, not to performance, but back to the voice that called you before the world did. You are still chosen. You are still needed. And it's not too late. Number 6. Your obedience unlocks others' freedom. Your obedience isn't just about you. It never was. There are people, real people, on the other side of your yes. People whose hope, healing, and direction are waiting for you to step into your calling. That book you keep putting off writing, it may hold the words someone else has been crying out to hear. That testimony you're afraid to share, it could be the confirmation that helps someone finally believe they're not alone. That prayer you keep pushing down, it might be the very thing that unlocks deliverance for someone standing on the edge. There are destinies tied to your yes. This is why the enemy fights you so hard. It's not just about silencing you, it's about silencing the chain reaction your voice would start. Because every act of obedience becomes a ripple. When you speak, others listen. When you rise, others are encouraged to rise. When you say yes, it gives someone else permission to do the same. And when you delay, someone else waits. So don't let fear, doubt, or perfection hold back what God placed inside you. It's not about being ready, it's about being willing. Say yes, even if your voice shakes. Move forward, even if it's only one step, because your obedience could unlock someone else's freedom. You may never see all the lives you touch, but heaven does. Number 7. Faithfulness in the hidden place. Some of your greatest moments of obedience won't make it to a stage. They won't be posted, praised, or even noticed by the people around you. But heaven sees. It's in the hidden place, where no one is watching, that the most powerful seeds are planted. When you forgive someone who never says sorry, when you stay kind though you're misunderstood, when you pray in silence, give in secret, serve without thanks, that's where faithfulness is forged. God isn't measuring your life by how loud you are. He's measuring it by how faithful you are. You weren't called to impress the crowd. You were called to please the King. And his eyes are always on you, even in the dark. So don't grow weary just because no one claps. The hidden place is holy ground. The quiet yes is still a yes. Heaven doesn't miss it, and God never forgets it. So keep going, keep obeying, even when it feels small, especially when it feels small. Because in the kingdom of God, the things the world calls little often carry the greatest weight. Number 8. Your legacy is eternal. One day, everything you own will be left behind. The titles, the trophies, the social media followers. Even your name may fade from memory on earth. But your obedience, that lasts forever. Heaven doesn't record what cars you drove or how big your platform was. Heaven records the prayers you whispered when no one knew you were breaking. It holds on to every moment you said yes to God when it would have been easier to walk away. The souls you impacted. The truth you spoke when it cost you. The love you gave when no one returned it. That's what builds legacy. Not the kind etched in stone, but the kind carved into eternity. When you obey God, your life becomes more than just a short story. It becomes a seed that grows long after you're gone. A word you speak today may set someone free tomorrow. A single act of faith can ripple across generations. So remember, you're not just living for now. You're building something heaven will point to forever. Your life won't just end. It will echo. It will testify. And when you meet him face to face, he won't ask how well known you were. He'll ask if you were faithful. Number 9. Final call. Don't leave Earth full. What are you waiting for? Another sign? A perfect moment? The truth is, the world doesn't need a more polished version of you. It needs the real you, the one heaven sent, the one carrying something divine. You weren't meant to leave this world full of unspoken words, unwritten books, unsung songs, unreleased testimonies. You were born to pour it out, to give until there's nothing left, to leave this earth empty, knowing you spent everything heaven placed inside you. This is the final call. Heaven is watching, earth is waiting, and time is ticking. Someone's healing is on the other side of your yes. Someone's breakthrough is tied to your obedience. Don't carry that to the grave. Let God use it now, while you still have breath. So rise up, chosen one. Not tomorrow. Now finish empty, so when you stand before God, you can say, I didn't hold anything back, and he'll say, well done. This is your moment. You've heard the call, now answer it. If this message stirred something deep inside you, don't let it stop here. Subscribe so you never miss another divine word. Share this message with someone who needs to remember they were sent. Don't keep it to yourself. You might be the one voice that awakens another destiny. And if you feel led, you can also sow into this mission. Not because you have to, but because you believe in what God is doing here. Every gift helps this word go further, reach deeper, and awaken more chosen ones just like you. But above all, declare this today. I will not return to the grave with what God placed in me. I was born to finish this race. Let this be your resolve, not to live for applause but for obedience, not to wait but to move, not to withhold but to release every gift, every word, every act of faith he placed inside you.